I was not expecting to see all of that. Is the creator of Nagatoro slowly transitioning back towards their 18+ days? Well, it's a possibility. Hey y'all, it's Broken, and I just wanted to give my quick thoughts on chapter 149 of Don't Toy With Me, Miss Nagatoro. So we recently made it over 2 huge milestones in the manga, the confession, which I thought was really well done back in chapter 144, and also the kiss, which happened last chapter, chapter 148. Now we get to see where the story goes with them being officially in a relationship. So in a previous chapter, Senpai told his kohai Hana that he was in a relationship with Nagatoro now. Now he's telling his school art buddies, and they all seem pretty happy about it. Bro, what do you mean by that? Was she okay with it? Are you jealous or something? Machida ends up giving him some relationship advice that small things can lead to huge fights, which I couldn't agree more with. If you don't talk about the small things that bother you, then those small things will eventually start to eat at you to where you may eventually blow up on your partner. So it's best to talk about stuff as it comes up. Also, is this foreshadowing? Senpai ends up getting a text from Nagatoro telling him to wear a yukata at the summer festival this year. That's a callback to something that happened all the way back in chapter 26. In that chapter, they promised to go to the summer festival with each other in yukata. I love a good callback. Nagatoro ends up asking what are they going to be drawing today. Senpai is surprised to see that it's going to be David sketching, if you get my drift. As soon as he saw that, he knew what was going to happen. See, back in chapter 130, Machida said she would become a David model if he scored higher than her on the art exam. Well, he scored higher and she plans on keeping her word. So she gets up in front of the entire class and becomes the David model. Nanashi, is this your way of telling us you want to get back into 18+ content? She looks him straight in the face and tells him to take this seriously. She's not putting on a show for him. This is art. Nothing more, nothing less. He puts on his game face and gets to work. But he also avoids answering Nagatoro. Afterwards, he gets a stamp of approval from Machida that he did a good job. And is it just me, or has Machida developed since her introduction back in chapter 128? The next day, after school, Nagatoro decides to ask once again, what did he draw? He kinda starts acting weird and gives her a vague response and kinda lies to her by saying that he drew kind of a sculpture. She lets her curiosity get the best of her and she ends up opening his drawing container. Of course, it's not a sculpture, but a sketch of Machida. And Nagatoro actually seems impressed. She's like, damn, this is pretty good. Senpai has come a long way since chapter 4 where he couldn't even draw Nagatoro in a swimsuit. But her expression quickly turns sour when she realizes who the model is and that he lied to her. She starts to call him out for lying to her, but then he says, "You looked at my stuff without permission." That immediately stops Nagatoro and she apologizes even though she's upset. I really love this scene because it shows she immediately recognized that what she did was wrong, that she crossed a boundary. And instead of trying to start a fight, which she could have easily done, she does the mature thing and apologizes. Also like that Senpai said out loud that what Nagatoro did bothered him. You know, looking through his stuff without permission. Back in the day, he wouldn't have. I appreciate that the manga shows that a relationship isn't going to be sunshine and rainbows all the time, that boundaries should be set and respected. I just wish this wasn't happening right after the kiss chapter. But all because she did something wrong, that doesn't mean Senpai's off the hook. Like, why lie? What does he think Nagatoro's gonna do? Like, does he think she's gonna dump him? That she's gonna make him quit art school? Like, what? It's not like Machida was giving him a private show. She modeled in front of the entire class. Nagatoro already knows that they do David sketches at that school. And it's not like Nagatoro isn't used to this kind of stuff. If he was worried that she was gonna feel some kind of way, he could have just told her like, yes, we drew Machida, but yo, I only have eyes for you. That would have melted her heart. She would have been on cloud 9. If he would have just told the truth, she probably would have just teased him a bit about it, maybe told him that it does make her feel a bit uncomfortable, but she understands because it's art school. But with that all said, I already know everything's going to be fixed by the end of the next chapter. It's not the creator's style to let an issue last more than 2 chapters. Plus, it's gonna be a milestone chapter, chapter 150. So there's no way Nanashi's gonna let them be on bad terms by the end of the next chapter. So what did y'all think of this chapter? Let me know in the comments below. And if you liked this video, like the video. And if you like me, subscribe to me. And as always, this has been Broken, and I'll catch y'all next time.